So here I am warming up on the bench here, just getting revved up for a good workout. And one thing I want to talk to you about today is how to have fun in the gym. So many people go to the gym and they have this negativity around the gym, the pain, suffering, you know. Sometimes people with New Year's resolutions are really bad for this. But here I am just, having fun with the warm up, right? Here's my friend Edwin. Actually, we're just discussing the YouTube channel that I created for him, and I'm doing the video editing and the music and all that kind of stuff for him. And he's basically just showing the progress of a client that he's training for the BC Bodybuilding contest. So yeah, if you want to check that out, I'll put a link up top and you can take a look. But anyway, here's another way I warm up in the gym. I harass fellow gym members, and be careful about this because you can only get away with it if you've got a good bunch of people around you, and I'm pretty lucky in my gym. They're pretty good guys. They put up with me quite a bit, and sometimes I get hyper when I'm in the gym because I'm like a dog wagging the tail. I get kind of excited when I'm around people just training and having a good time. So I guess I've been at this for so long, I really get everything out of it. I wring all the fun right out of it. I work with people. I get the energy from the weights. I get the energy from the workout. But the real big thing is the community. I really enjoy the community of the gym. I really enjoy all the guys there and girls and stuff. Everybody's great at Champion. This is one way that you can get over any sort of motivational problems you have with the gym. If you find ways to make it fun, if you find people that you like to see when you're there. I think that's why personal training really took off. People wanted to go to the gym and basically have somebody there to converse with or to socialize with before they train or during the training, and it helped reverse some of that negative experience or some of that pain that comes with training. It helped them say, oh, I have some positive reinforcement here, so maybe training's not so bad after all. So I moved from bench press to triceps, and my original plan today was to train some chest, back, shoulders, and some arms, and a little bit of legs, but I kind of just halfway got through the workout. I just started to enjoy just train a few body parts, and then I cut it short. So sometimes I'll do that. Sometimes I'll train a bigger body part or just for a lot of sets, or sometimes I'll train half my body or the whole body. Lately I've been training most of the body most of the time. But yeah, I just moved right to triceps, mostly for convenience reasons, because the bench press is already set up. So I just take 25s off, and then I just start repping out with 225. And you can see that I flare my elbows out. I don't tuck them into the sides. A lot of people tuck their elbows into the sides, and depending on your dimensions, that might work for you. But if you do notice that you feel a lot of front delt when you tuck your elbows in, that means that you got to flare the elbows out a little bit in order to feel the tricep, right? So just experiment with that and see what keeps the tension on the tricep, because that's the most important thing. You got to keep the tension on the triceps if you want to do close grip for tricep development, right? Only makes sense. So yeah, I went from triceps, and then I went from close grip bench to shoulders. I wanted to do some rear delts, and then I went to back. And one of the reasons why I did this was because I just like to shift the order of the body parts that I do. But here I am showing somebody how to do a fly. This guy has experience in the gym. He's been training for a long time. It's not that he doesn't know how to do a fly. He knows how to do it, but sometimes it helps to get some input from somebody else, just a different angle or a different point of view. I was just helping him apply the internal rotation principle on the fly just slightly so he could feel his pecs more. So here's the rear delt. I like this machine. It gives me a break from having to do more lower back work, because even when you're doing external rotation type movements, when you're bent over to get the rear delts and the infraspinatus, sometimes you use a little bit of lower back on that. So because I squat some days the day before or bent over row or whatever, I like to give my lower back a little bit of a break with a couple of the exercises anyway, and then I could just concentrate on just keeping the constant tension on those rear delts. So here's that distraction I was telling you about. You don't want to stand near the fence because some members are... Thanks, Tony. Tony just gave me a Snickers there. I guess I looked hungry. Yeah, so sticking to your diet while you are by the fence is going to be difficult. So stay away from the fence if you have any sort of aspirations to stick to a diet. So this is a bent over row type movement on a machine, of course. I like to use this machine once in a while just because, again, like I said, with the rear delt, I like to give the lower back a little bit of a break. I can serve it for my leg workouts or my bent over row workouts. But at the same time, it's nice to really just isolate that back, isolate those lats, isolate the upper back. And I find that you can go into a deeper level of failure in some cases when you're on a machine like this. So Once again, it's always like this when it comes to variation. Whenever you make the exercise a little bit different, or you perform the exercise just from a little bit of a different angle, you will find that you will hit failure in different muscle groups. So again, the goal of a bodybuilder is to be as well-rounded as possible, and ultimately using different machines and different types of movements is definitely a necessity if you want to be well-rounded and to develop your physique, especially when you want to address the weak links, right? If you stick to the same exercises and you develop weak links, that means that obviously those exercises aren't hitting those weak links, so you have to find ways to do that. So thanks for watching, and share my stuff if you like it, and I'll talk to you soon. Do it your way.
Now you know my name, calling me in a drought. I came to Ridge in 215 and sorted it all out.